All right. Here is our function. Domain of this function is going to be negative infinity by positive infinity, and that is because there's nothing inside of a parenthesis anywhere. We only have this, which is going to be the range, because it's negative. It does not touch because this is exponential, and that will be the asymptote as well, but because it's on the vertical, it will be the y instead of the horizontal. X-intercepts, we just set the y to 0 equals 2 to the power of x minus 4, which is 2 to the power of x equals 4, which 4 can just be restated as 2 to the power of 2, and because of one of our rules, same base means that the exponent has to be the same, so x is going to be equal to 2, which really just means 2 comma 0. And then the y-intercept, so you would just set x to 0, so it'll be y equals 2 to the power of 0 minus 4, and that just means 1 minus 4 equals negative 3, so your y-intercept is going to be 0 comma negative 3. All right, and now we need to find the inverse. So the inverse here of this exponential is going to have to be a log somehow. So we can do that by switching the x and the y. It's being x equals 2 to the power of y minus 4. We can add 4 to both sides. X plus 4 equals 2 to the power of y. Log 2, x plus 4. That's your inverse. And that will be completed by equals f negative 1 function of x. And then down here we have to describe the relationship between everything on the inverse, which just means everything gets flipped. So the domain will be the negative 4 comma infinity. And range will now be your infinity, infinity. And then we've got that asymptote, which is now x equals negative 4 instead of y. And then your y-intercept is going to be, it will be 0 comma 2, because that is also the opposite. And then your x will be negative 3 comma 0, because it's getting swapped from the previous one above. And then here we need to mark this on the graph. So for that first one, we have x is 2 comma 0, so over 2, 1. And then we've got our y, which is going to be 0, negative 3. That's going to be this first one. And then we never go below negative 4. So we're just able to do a little bit of that. Straighten it out. And then we change color to swap to our other. Now we just switch. Y-intercept for this one is going to be 0, 2. And then the x will be negative 3, 0. And then because it is the asymptote this way, it will be like this. And because these are opposite of each other, we can tell that they are inverse functions. Thank you.